Boys, today we have a very, very special part of the show. Today, we are going to be taking a look at some real-life animals. No longer in-game, in real life. We're here with Maya and also her friend, and they're going to be showing us a number of these wild animals. And I am, honestly, guys, I'm really excited for this. Oh, do we have like a saber-toothed tiger?
Oh yeah, we got it all. We got it all.
All right. Go on ahead. Let's go. Tell them pretty much what's going on here.
Okay, hello. It's Bird Girl. Most of you know me as Bird Girl. I do falcons and birds of prey. I stream, but I'm also a director at a wildlife rehab center in Central Texas. This is my coworker Ella, so she's going to be helping me out with animals today. I want to put an emphasis before we bring any of them out that none of the animals we have are pets. You'll see some of us interacting pretty intimately with them on stream. But some of the species that we have are negatively affected by the pet trade. So you'll see, or Ella will talk about that later on in the presentation. But nothing we have are pets. They're wild animals, educational ambassadors. But yeah, we got 5 of them.
Maya, I have a question.
Yes.
Real quick. So I've actually been running a wildlife reservation in my attic with some raccoons. Could I give them to you guys?
You should probably leave them there. I'm sure they have plenty to eat in your house.
There's a reason they keep coming.
Right.
I got a nice place. Continue.
Okay. All right. Should we just bring out the first one?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm ready.
His name is Oswald, or Ozzy, and he is an eastern fox squirrel.
Wow.
It's a squirrel. So he fell out of a tree when he was little, and yeah, he's a little bit chunky.
What are you guys feeding him? Oh my god.
So
Okay, he's not that fat. Come on, give him a break.
Jeez.
But his name is Ozzy, so he fell out of a tree when he was little, and somebody picked him up and thought that they would keep him as a pet. So they tried to raise him when he was a baby. They only fed him watermelons and pecans, which is not a sufficient diet for squirrels.
He's turned into a watermelon.
Okay.
Aw.
Okay, Asmon. But yeah, so he developed a metabolic bone disease. So his bones were really weak when he was a baby. And then when he was playing in their house, climbing on the window curtains, he fell down and he broke his spine. So that led to him not having good proprioception in his back legs. So he's essentially paralyzed from the waist down, which is what makes him non-releasable. So we'll see if we can put him on the table. He kind of has to scoot around to get around. They're really, really important for the environment, too, because they're called scatter hoarders, which I just learned that word recently, and I think it's so funny. So they collect, he's eating a nut. They collect seeds and nuts, and then they bury them so they can go back and find them later. But it's impossible to remember where they bury everything. So they're really important for forest regrowth. For that reason.
So you're saying that they're actually so dumb that they forget where they plant their seeds and they end up creating forests?
Yes. Precisely.
Good job, buddy.
Well,
Keep it up.
I mean, or maybe they're not dumb. Maybe they're just so productive that they just can't keep track of it.
Yeah, it's true. They just got so many things going on.
Yeah. They're rodents, so like other rodents, they have teeth that never stop growing. So they have to chew on a lot of things. I brought it, but I don't know where I put it. He chews on antlers, like you can give dogs antlers to chew on. He'll chew on wood blocks and things like that as well. So this is Ozzy. He's pretty neat. He's about a year old.
Wow.
I forget what's his lifespan?
15 years?
15. Asmon and the squirrel?
Yeah, they got the same eyes.
Look, dude, I can't believe it. It's a real squirrel, and he's in the house.
Yeah, his favorite thing are pecans, probably.
I bet.
We give him whole ones. He likes to crack them open. He also gets produce at the center, so he needs lots of calcium to keep his bones strong. So he gets dark leafy greens. He gets 75% vegetables, 25% produce. And then occasionally he'll get mealworms and eggs and eggshells and things like that because those are pretty high in calcium.
All of these animals have a better diet than Zach.
What do you
they
mean?
absolutely do. Wait until the last one.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. So can you keep these as a pet or no?
No. So these are wild animals. Yeah. So part of the reason that Ozzy is with us at the rehab center is because someone tried to keep him as a pet. Didn't work out. They're wild animals.
And why are you not able to keep them as a pet?
Well, it's illegal first and foremost, but also it's just not good for their welfare.
Really?
They're not meant to be in captivity. They're hard to take care of. They're a lot more unpredictable than like your dog or your cat or something. Ella and I get hurt all the time. So they're wild
bite you?
animals. Yeah, they will.
Oh.
He's actually pretty good. He's not so bad about biting.
Seems kind of nervous.
Yeah, I think he.
I wonder why.
You wanna go in here?
Oh, that you put him in his little
Squirrel
house?
box. There we go.
Wow.
Oh, now you can't. He's over here. Squirrel.
Oh.
He's okay. But
you see
squirrels have.
Squirrel there. You see that ninja shit that he just pulled right there? He did the flippy floppy and he turned right back around, man.
They're super, super agile. Ozzy obviously has a harder time. Yeah. The next one, Ella's going to talk a little bit about.
Turtle.
Very different.
The next one.
Do you have
The next one
lettuce?
is
Oh.
our next animal.
Oh, it got out of
What the hell?
Oh no!
Where'd you get a moose in
All
here
right.
from? Where'd the moose come from? Oh my God!
He's a little bit scruffy today. We didn't get
Jeez.
to brush him before
Did
we
you
left
feed
the
him?
center.
Okay, so this is our next ambassador. Her name is Gopher. She's a Texas tortoise, which is the smallest species of tortoise in the United States and the only native species of tortoise in the...
Is that the best kind of tortoise? Texas?
I think she's a pretty neat tortoise. Sorry, I'm
So, yes.
sure she's not walking off the table.
That's awesome.
This is new for her. This is her first program.
Made it to the
Right.
water.
Nice. Yeah, this is her first program. She's...
Asmon, be careful. He's gonna bite your face, dude.
Asmon, make sure she doesn't fall off, please.
She's
So,
very
can
busy.
these fly?
Yes.
Nice.
Wow.
Look at...
We're about to hear the breeding noises.
See, Asmon's looking at this thing and he's just wondering, like, can I ride this? Is this a mount? That's the only thing he's thinking about.
So like what we were saying, the reason that they're illegal as pets is because they're having a really hard time in the wild. Like Ella said, they take 15 years to reach sexual maturity, but so many people think they're so cute and want them as pets, they're being yoinked from the wild before they have time to reproduce.
Bro, this
So-
is like a dinosaur.
Pretty cool, huh?
This like a
How she's eating?
This like a dinosaur.
So people are taking them out of the wild faster than they can reproduce, and that's why they're struggling in the wild. That's why these tortoises in particular are illegal to have as pets. Somebody said, why does her hair look like Asmon's? So tortoises are developed to be in a relatively arid climate. They don't really need any hair to keep themselves warm
Oh,
where
just like-
they're native to.
So, someone in chat asked, what does ambassador mean? This is a question that I can answer. This tortoise actually goes to different states. This is a Texas
No.
tortoise.
Okay, so an educational ambassador is an animal that is non-releasable, whether it be because of a permanent injury or because of a permanent handicap brought about by humans typically. So we can't release them to the wild, so we train them to be comfortable around people so they can come out and do programs and teach people about their species and inspire people to care about wildlife. She's being very social.
An eagle.
Ooh, no, owl.
Oh.
Yes. Okay.
I love owl.
It's actually so cute.
So cute.
He looks like chat waiting for you to say their name.
She's very big eyes. We'll talk about her eyes in a little bit. So this is Ginger. She's a red morph eastern screech owl. They're the smallest owls in North America, but not the smallest owls overall. There are 248 species of owls worldwide, the smallest being an elf owl, which is smaller than her, 5 inches tall or so, and the tallest being a great gray owl. Those are like over 30 inches tall, so a huge range of size differences for them.
Can she spin head like 360?
Yeah, so a lot of people ask that. A lot of people think they can spin their heads all the way around. They actually can't. They can turn their head about 270 degrees. They have 14 vertebrae in their neck, which is crazy because humans only have 7. Most other mammals have 7, including giraffes, just 7 big vertebrae, but owls have 14, which is a really cool adaptation. And they have that so they can turn their head 270 degrees to look for prey because... I don't want to do it. If you look at my eyes, or any human eyes, we can look like this way, right? Owls can't do that because their eyes are set in place in they're tubular shaped, and they're held together by sclerotic rings, which is bone in their skull. So they can't look either direction. They have to turn their whole head to look around. So she just looked at Ella there.
That's some exorcist shit.
Yeah.
What the?
But they have super, super well-adapted eyes to see their prey. These are sit-and-wait predators. She's really, really well camouflaged, so you can imagine if she was sitting in a tree, it'd be really hard to see her. So while hawks and falcons may soar for their prey and then stoop down to get it, a screech owl will wait in a tree until something scurries across the forest floor, and then they'll go and grab it that way. Okay,
What
go
is the
ahead.
breed that gives you the letters to Hogwarts?
Oh, a snowy owl.
So this is the wrong one.
Right,
I'm not going to Hogwarts.
right.
Where is Hogwarts?
I don't know.
It's in England.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, wait, really cool. Now that you're looking at her like that, so they have
teasers as
really,
well.
really interesting eyelids. They have something called a nictitating membrane, and that's a third eyelid. That
Oh, I was gonna ask about that. She keeps like blinking with one eye. I thought she
Yeah.
was winking at me.
No, so she's got a third eyelid. We have two, right? The one that can shut from the top, one from the bottom. She has one that can close from the inside of her eyes to the outside. So you'll see it's clear. So a lot of reptiles have that as well. Alligators have it to keep debris out of their eyes when they're swimming, but they can still see through it.
Oh yeah.
Super, super cool adaptation.
If you slow mo it here, show it. I bet if you clip that and slow mo,
Yeah,
you'll see
you
it.
100% will.
Yeah,
you can see it right now.
it.
She's blinking a
You
lot.
see it?
What the?
She looks like a Furby. My little
So-
hog champ.
We
We
have
also,
another.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, there's another animal here too, actually. So we brought a rat in.
Yeah, something that
Yeah.
Ginger can eat.
Wait, really?
It's her
Yeah, we
favorite
did.
food.
Oh,
Yeah.
rat.
So we're actually going to feed Ginger a rat today. We are. So Mitch,
Yo,
here.
what up?
What's up, man?
What's up, dude?
Hey, dude, what's going on, man? Look at this. Is the real owl, dude.
No, I see
What
it.
the fuck,
You're its
dude?
prey. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Don't get too close because actually we'll eat you.
All right.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
So, of all the birds, every bird in the world, is there any bird that you could comfortably ride?
Well, people ride ostriches, but I don't know
Oh.
how.
That's not a real bird.
Well,
It does. Does it fly?
like a flighted bird?
Of
How
course.
many
Out of all the
birds do you know
flighted
that have won a
birds,
war?
No. What?
I said, how many birds do you know that have won a war? How are you going to say an ostrich ain't a real bird? Or is that emus?
Emus in Australia.
Oh.
Still, I mean, like ostriches just put their head in the ground. So,
Sounds like wild players.
this is crazy.
She's
Like,
beautiful, isn't she?
They're so small. Like whenever I thought of an owl, I was thinking of like something that's like the size of my forearm. You know, like,
And most
this is
of
just
them-
a little bird.
Most of them are. Yeah. Another cool thing about owls, so we wear this glove, right? Everybody asks, why do you wear the
Yeah.
glove? Or kids usually ask that. Other people, no. But we wear it for her. I have not yet found the number of what her grip strength is, of what screech owl's grip strength is, but a great horned owl, the ones everybody's super familiar with, right? Like this tall or so with the big horns, their grip strength is 500 to 600 psi. And a human male, if you're really strong and you fist your hand like this and do as like tight as you can, you're gonna max out at like 50 or so.
Wait, so you're telling me this owl is stronger than a person?
Not her.
I don't
got a
know.
better grip.
I don't know what her grip strength is, but great
That's
horned owls
Crazy.
far stronger. Great horned owls 5 to 600, humans 50.
Oh my
Pounds per square inch.
god.
All right,
Wow.
we got 2 more ambassadors to bring out. We're gonna switch to
Alright.
the next one right now, but
Let's do it.
that's Ginger, and Ella's gonna tell you guys about the next one.
Incredible. Word.
Oh, no.
Oh, I have one of these. He lives under my bed.
Oh, no. Why'd you... Oh, no. Oh, God.
Look at, dude. I have one of these.
Oh, my God.
His name's My dad calls him Mr. P.
Okay, this is Penelope. She's one of our ambassador possums.
Mrs. P.
She, as you can notice, she has a messed up front right leg. This makes her not
Oh, God. I don't like it.
releasable.
I'm scared.
Sorry,
Oh, ferocious.
Oh, she's going for the game fuel?
sorry.
Oh, God. Oh,
She's a
God.
little nervous.
Here, I'll put
Me
these.
too.
So,
Oh,
Sorry. You're okay. This is also her first program. This is a lot for her. She came in this first possum season as a little bitty baby, probably not bigger than an inch. When she came in, she had a broken front right leg, and we did try to fix it, but unfortunately, it just, no matter how we splinted it, it just never worked itself out. So she stays with us, and she's an ambassador for possums, which are some of the most interesting animals in North America, I feel.
Look at their so these are marsupials, and I remember I caught one of these before, and she had all of her little babies in her pouch.
What do
Yeah.
you mean you caught one?
Yeah, we had cages. Those in my house. So, why the opossum? Why not just possum?
That's a great question. A lot of people get them mixed up. So opossums are our North American marsupials, and possums are marsupials in Australia. So totally different species. Possums are all gray. They look super different. Opossums have this white face and the white ticking.
Oh.
Speaking of ticks.
Oh, yeah. So possums are omnivores. They eat. A lot of people associate them with getting them into their garbage, but
Yeah.
they eat a lot of pests or things we would consider pests. They eat about 5,000 ticks a season, which helps cut back on the spread of Lyme disease. They find ticks in the nooks and crannies of.
Can I pet him?
Yeah, if she walks by, you can touch her on her back.
Yeah.
Or her tail. If you
Mhm.
want.
Oh, I don't think she likes you. Yo, I don't think she likes you.
Usually she's a little more comfortable, but this is a lot for her.
Yeah.
They have a long nose and they have a long tongue that they can get into the cracks of bark and dig for ticks. They also eat snakes. They are immune to snake venom.
Whoa.
Well, they eat rattlesnakes, so they're
Yeah.
at least immune to hemotoxin, which is blood clotting toxin.
These are badass animals.
They are.
Oh, that's cool.
They eat ticks. They're immune to venom. They have more teeth than any other mammal in the U.S. I think it's 52, whereas humans have 32. So they're super, super. I think this is one
That's
of the
like
most
45
underrated
more than
animals. One of the most underrated animals.
And
that
why?
exists.
So obviously you shouldn't have them as pets. So it would make them unhappy. What else would it? Why else is it bad to have a opossum as a pet?
They smell bad and they're not domesticated, so they are.
What's with this nasty ass tail?
Um,
What's with like that's the one thing. Like this is such a cute animal, but they got that nasty ass tail.
So their tail is also interesting. They have a prehensile tail, so you know how elephant trunks they can grab things and
Yes.
stuff. They can't necessarily grab things.
So there's
But
no
they-
way it could do that, right?
They use it for balance. So like when they're climbing up and down trees, you'll see them use their tail as a fifth hand.
Gentlemen, do we have any questions for Mr. Possum here?
Miss Possum.
Mrs. Possum here?
Miss Possum. She's not
P.
married.
Mrs. P? Yeah, there's one of these that lives in my dad's house. My
Nice.
dad leaves the door open all the time and he passes out, and then the possum lives under my bed, and then at night it comes out from under my bed and eats the cat food.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to worry about them giving rabies to any of your other pets. Their body temperature is too low to host the rabies virus.
Yeah.
All right.
So you can't have this as a pet.
No.
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, they're a protected species.
Is it okay if, like, in Asmon's situation where he has a cohabitative opossum? Is that okay?
Still no. No. It's illegal to have them in captivity without the proper licensing.
So he's breaking the law. The possum's breaking the law whenever he goes in my house.
Right. You're not even supposed to
going to-
really put food out for them or
You're
anything.
gonna go to jail.
The last animal that we have, I've worked at a bunch of facilities, zoos, places with exotics, a bunch of ambassadors. This is one of my favorite ones that I've ever worked with. He's so cool. So.
It's a giraffe.
And some of Shot may already know him.
It's a giraffe.
Teddy. Alright, this is Teddy. Teddy is a striped skunk. He's an ambassador at the rehab center because he's imprinted. So there's nothing physically wrong with him. But he was raised by another rehabber. He's sniffing the mic. He was raised by another rehabber that gave him a little too much excessive contact. So he imprinted on people. A lot of people generally know what imprinting means. Basically, it's something that animals do in their early stages of life to identify with another species. So the type of animal that takes care of them as a baby, that's what species they identify with. So they learn how to hunt, what to be afraid of, how to migrate,
So
who
they
to mate
become
with,
like
etc.
They become like reliant because of the imprint.
Right, on
So
people.
so is that what happened with Mizkif and his content with you?
Right.
Did he just imprint upon you?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we
That's
can't
what
even release him now.
Right, no Mizkif release stream soon.
Okay.
But yeah, so Teddy's pretty deeply imprinted. He went out with other skunks. He went out with
So-
other skunks when we moved him outside to acclimate, and the other skunks were burrowing and interacting with each other, and Teddy wouldn't burrow. He was just pacing the fence looking for people, so that's why we decided he was not releasable.
So this is a dog now.
Well, he likes people. Am I
Okay, but
missing
like,
anything?
aren't you worried about him doing the skunk thing?
Yes, let's talk about the spraying. So his anal glands are fully intact.
Anal glands?
Oh, yeah. He's
Yeah.
fully capable of spraying.
Hands up.
But he never has because he's not afraid of people. So spraying, obviously, everybody knows, is a skunk's defense mechanism. It's a sulfur-based compound that they spray. It can temporarily blind you. It is gnarly. But Teddy has never sprayed anyone because it's really like a last resort defense. So before skunk spray, they'll stomp with their
Don't
feet.
make him mad.
Okay, let's say that Teddy did spray.
Okay.
If Teddy sprayed, how long would this room stink?
Ella, what week? Like a week? Weeks?
You would get used to the smell pretty fast, but every time you walk into the room, you would automatically notice that there was a very bad smell. The best way to get the skunk smell out of anything is a mixture of baking soda, hydrogen peroxide, just soap and water, and just thyme.
Yeah, they say you take a tomato bath, right?
That doesn't work so well. The hydrogen peroxide baking soda method works better. I don't have the exact formula, but it's all over Google. I'm sure if you ever have a situation.
I'm just curious.
So-
Yeah, I'm not playing it. I want to get a picture with the skunk.
So how much of a pet can one of these things be?
So there are some states where skunks are legal as pets. I don't think that skunks should be pets. I have the same position on all wild animals. I don't think that they should be pets. They remove the scent glands of skunks that are pets, and that's a really, really invasive procedure, especially when they're young, which I think is unethical. So I don't. When I post him on my social media, I always make it super, super clear that this is a non-releasable educational ambassador and that he's not a pet.
So can you like pet it?
Yeah, he's pretty cool. It depends on his depends on his mood and depends on the person. But generally, if you're in there with a flat hand, he does all right.
I feel like I worry about like it's like I'm petting a bomb.
No, you
Like,
don't have to
I-
worry about that. He's never sprayed anyone. I wouldn't bring him here if I thought he was going to spray.
Okay.
That'd be kind of
so
funny,
can
and
I-
I
can
know
I-
you don't really like us, man.
Yeah, not so bad. He's also, this is Teddy's first program as well. He's only 6 months old. So
Wow.
big day for him.
Wow, so he's about as mature
Wow.
as most of the people watching in chat right now.
Right.
Wow, look at that.
But yeah, this is our last one. Appreciate you guys letting us bring them here.
No,
they all
thank-
did
thank
really
you so
good.
much.
This is incredible.
It's
Thank
like
you all so
kindergarten.
much.
This is a lot of their
Yeah.
first times being out at like a program, so it's a good opportunity for them. This is good.
Yeah, this is amazing. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. And so
sure.
Don't clap loud when there's a skunk in the middle
Oh,
of the
he's
room.
fine.
this is a bomb, all right?
What the
You watch
heck
out
you
for
guys
the bomb.
doing?
Yeah.
Like lighting the fuse on the TNT, you madmen.
Yeah.
We're going to be here for another 3 weeks at this point with how this race is going. But for anybody who's watching at home right now, really cares about these animals, thought that they were super cool, what's your advice to them? How can they actually help animals?
For sure. Learn about them is my first big one. If you don't have the money or the time to volunteer somewhere where they're helping animals, a rehab center, a zoo, a rescue, what have you, or you don't have the money to donate to those places to keep them running, just learn about animals and gain an appreciation for them. You can teach other people about the animals so that they care about them. We're really into changing people's minds about animals. So you think a skunk just sprays all the time, is smelly. You think an opossum's gross and a pest. There are actually lots of cool things about all of our native wildlife that everyone can come to appreciate. So that's why we do what we do.
Now let's get some hearts in the chat for these guys for showing us everything with these animals. Some hearts in the chat for the animals, and we'll see you guys right after this.
Thank you very much.